This is an art attack. This is an art attack. This is Art Attack. Hello there. Now then, have you got a really special photograph that you want to frame but can't afford one of those fancy, expensive frames? What you need is one of these. A sponge frame. Come and have a look at this. Now, if you want to make this type of sponge frame, you need one of those sponge cloths that you can get from supermarkets. Now, you can get them in packs, multicoloured packs, for about £1.50 a pack. Now, you need to take one of those and draw 4 ruler width strips on it. So, I've got my ruler here. I'm doing it in felt tip pen, so you can really see it. There's 1 strip, 2 strips. Very easy to draw on, these sponge cloths. 3 strip and 4 strips. And then just cut those strips so that you have something like that. Or you can cut the strips from different coloured cloths. I like doing this. And then it's a case of laying them down smooth side up and then just arrange them in a square like that. And you can see I'm just offsetting the edges there. And eventually you'll end up back at the beginning with a square. And that will frame your photograph. Now, if you're using a smaller photograph, just pop your photograph in there for size and just adjust these strips to the size of your photograph, and then obviously you just have to trim off those excessive edges. Then when you've done that, glue the strips together. Now, there's a special technique involved here. Take some PVA glue and just identify all those edges that you want to join together and literally load them up with PVA glue. There's one in there, like that, and see, I'm putting plenty of glue on here because look at that. These sponge cloths literally drink the glue. They're so porous. I'm going to put another one on here. And the idea is not to bond these joints together at this stage, but just let this layer of glue dry for about 15 minutes, and hopefully the glue will clog up all those porous holes in the sponge. Then add another layer of glue on. Now, I'm just doing it here quickly to show you. You should wait 15 minutes in between each layer of glue and then just stick those joints together like that, pressing them very firmly together. And then for extra strength, you need a strip of tape across each of those joints. And when you've done all 4 joints, you'll have something that looks like that. Look at that, a multicoloured sponge frame. If you turn it the other way up, so you've got the bobbly side up, it gives it a better finish. And then you just pop your photograph in there, line it up, and stick it into place. And there it is. And very nice too. Now, if you want to do one of these style frames, what I've used here is ordinary scouring sponges. Again, you can get them from the supermarket. You can get lots of different colours, different shapes, and again, they're very cheap. And another technique involved here, the idea is to split it in 2 lengthways, right down the middle. And the best way to do that is to just snip into the edges. Now, you have to be very careful when you're doing this. Just watch your fingers. Just snipping in all the way round the edge like that. And you know my motto, if in doubt, get someone else to do it. Be careful with your fingers. And when you've done it, eventually, you get round to the beginning and you'll have split it in 2. And then just put your sponges into position, and you need a couple of them there, and put them around your photograph, depending on the size of your photograph. And again, same technique, just put them into position, glue them again, 2 layers, let 1 layer dry to clog up all the holes, and eventually you'll have a fantastic multicoloured sponge frame that looks like that. Look at that. And you see what I've done on the back here? I've stuck my photograph onto a piece of card and even taped it onto the back of the sponge, or you could glue it into position, and there it is. I think it'll look great on the wall, that. And there's lots of different types of sponge you can get, lots of different shapes. You just get them from the supermarket. Look at those shapes across the top there, a bit like bread. Well, it's not, it's sponge. And lots of different colours you can buy. Try it yourself, a multicoloured sponge frame.
Oh, those are nice, soft, squidgy frames. Hello! Yes, it's me again, the Head. Now, you can get those sponges everywhere. Carefully cut them up, and when you're gluing the joins, do them once, wait a while, and do them again, so that they stick together really well. Otherwise, that might happen. Oh...